Knowledge Station Show, and my name is Femi Mobolaji. We're still on the edition of Built to Last, and we're scouting for schools that have been in existence for a decade and more. And we are at that beautiful edifice today, the Ambassadors College, Ota, Ogun State. And I have the pleasure of interviewing and speaking and discussing with Mr. Samson Oshewa. Daddy, you're welcome to Knowledge Station Show.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, today I want to talk about the Ambassadors College. How was it conceived?
Well, the Ambassador College is part of the schools generally, which we call the Ambassador Schools. And we started in 1998, the primary school.
Okay.
I'm sure you know I'm a pharmacist. My wife is a pharmacist.
Yes.
And our son who is here with us is also an engineer. But God spoke to us of the need to listen to Him when we want to run businesses. Otherwise, we are running pharmacy. But when I had that talk, then I decided we need to go and talk to God, myself and my wife. And we therefore waited on the Lord, and the Lord spoke with us that we are going to be fishers of men. And He particularly showed to us at the end that we are going to run schools for young people.
Wow.
And that's how God helped us start in 1998. Though that was 1994. The vision took a long time to start because my wife did not
buy into it immediately.
She said she'd rather prefer to be a pharmacist than being a teacher of anything. So it took us 4.5 years before God spoke with her.
Wow.
And that was when she resolved. But since we started, it has been a very beautiful journey.
Wow.
We have seen God in action. We have seen Him directing at all costs. The Ambassador College started in 2003 September.
Okay.
Just about 15 years ago now.
Okay.
And today, God has helped us. We have a total number of students of over 900 in the college. We have the junior school separately built and the senior school separately built.
Wow.
And I want to tell you, it can just be God in everything.
Wow. Yes, it's God really, but I want to know what are the principles for this school to be in existence for 15 years?
Yeah.
I know it has thrived on principles and core values.
We had a vision to build a total child, academically, spiritually, emotionally, and in all areas of life.
A total child.
A total child, for that matter. And this we started in our own little way. At the beginning, inculcating things that we feel will make students to be total child. In academics, for example, they need competitive spirit.
Yes.
So we created competition. We have what we call king and queen competition in the school every 3 weeks. At the beginning, those who scored 70 and above were king and queens. But right now, for you to be a king or a queen, you have to score 85% and above.
Wow. So it keeps the students
on
their
toes
and to read more, to study more.
It doesn't even end there. If you score below 60%, you are said to be on probation.
Wow.
And when you're on probation, no sports, no long breaks. You are in a probation school where teachers continue to lecture you until you leave, until you vacate yourself of that
that probation class.
And so if 60% happens to be the least mark tolerated, then you can imagine that's why they pass all their external exams and everything.
Wow, that's preparation, preventing poor performance. That's excellent.
And apart from that, we also put a lot of things in place. Scholarship to encourage the students, scholarship to encourage the parents and all the rest. For example, in this place, if you did the entrance examination to Ambassador School and you come first, you don't pay tuition and boarding for the first 3 years.
Wow.
Just to encourage, to ensure that we have
for the first 3 years.
For the first 3 years.
That's the grade 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah. And
wow.
then for those who, for the fellow who comes second, you get 80% of what the first position got.
Wow.
And for the third position, you get 60% of what the first position got. And then up to 5%, the number, you then begin to get 1 term free for each for each year. I mean, for all of them, up to 5%.
That's really a good one. Even the parents would encourage the students to study.
You understand, you get it right. Then not only that, also when you are in the school, performance is always celebrated. If you come first in your class at the end of the year, you don't pay tuition and boarding for the following year.
Wow.
So if you come second, you don't pay tuition only for the following year. If you come third, you don't pay 2 times tuition for the following year.
Wow.
And then the number from fourth up to 5% of the number of students in that class, you don't pay tuition for 1 term. It costs a lot of money, but we felt that's the only way to get the type of student we want, to make them to work hard, to be who they should be, to be able to fulfill their capacity.
Wow.
Then, apart from that, also little in the class, like every term, if you come out as a king or a queen, for each of the 3 terms in the year, then you are a king for the year, or a queen for the year. Then a queen for the year have a special T-shirt to get, which they get to wear on special test occasions. And then they also have a day with the chairman for dinner.
Wow.
So everybody looks forward to it.
There's a prize in front that everybody is running towards. No, that's really good.
That's what God has been helping us to use to drive the student.
Wow.
But I tell you, it comes at a high cost.
At a high cost.
But we don't mind because
but the
it makes us
sacrifice
to
is worth it.
the purpose of starting the school.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. I'm really blown. You know, the achievements are mind-blowing. And you've been able to achieve this this tag in mathematics. I really want to talk about your feats in mathematics, especially in cowbell. We'll take a quick break, and when we're back, you're going to be talking to us about the many achievements and the feats you've made in mathematics. On the Knowledge Station show, we tell stories with a heartbeat. We tell stories to motivate and to inspire. We bring the solution to all the ranging questions in our heart right to our doorstep. We talk about everything that makes the educational sector function well. The Ambassadors College is known for the various and massive feats they make in mathematics, especially their awards and the competition. How has the mathematics journey been? I
remember some years back, we participated in cowbell mathematics competition. We thought we were good in 2008. I think at the end of the day, we found ourselves being 230 and 310 or so
230
in Ogun State.
In Ogun State.
So you can imagine. Then we have to sit down that, what do we really want to be known for? Then we took a great decision that we want to be known for maths and sciences. Good. And we pursue it. I want to tell you that it's not so easy. I remember 2009 when we thought we also prepared very well. We were about 24, 25 position in Ogun State. But by 2010, one of our children came third nationally. I want to tell you, since then, we get to know what it takes to get it done.
It was like the template.
It was like the template. And we pursue it further. And from then, we were all our 3 contestants in both junior and senior did not go above 7 to 8 position. But we never were able to hit the first position. But the chance came in 2016. Our students, 8 of them qualified for the finals out of 108.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, 6 of them made it to the final out of 12 total for the final. And we told ourselves, if we have 3 students in junior, we have 3 students in senior, why can't we take first, second, third junior, first, second, third?
Wow.
We prayed, we worked hard, we planned our strategies, and to the glory and honor of God, at the end of it, we came first, second, third in junior, first, second, third in senior.
Wow.
And to show it's not a fluke, the same year, those students that came first, second, third in cowbell mathematics also got 100% in in Cambridge mathematics.
Wow.
They were top of the world, and British Council celebrated them, you know. And then also that same year, those 3 students also did the SATs, and they got 800 upon 800 in mathematics.
Wow.
Out of the SATs.
Just to validate the fact that it's not a fluke.
They know it's not a fluke. It's not just a trial. It's not just a mistake or anything. And since then, the school has been on it. And last year, we came second in senior mathematics. But also last year, we came third in South African Mathematics Olympiad.
Wow.
And we have the third best, and we are the first outside South Africa, out of all African schools that did that. And it's like that. It's been going. OGF in mathematics, PM in Mathematics Association of Nigeria Mathematics, any mathematics competition, once ambassador. But it was not, and people must know that it's not only maths, and this I need to tell you. Also in spelling bee, we came first and second.
Wow. In
the master spelling bee, Youth Foundation spelling bee, we came first and third. Central Bank of Nigerian Competition Economics, we came first in southwestern states.
Daddy, you know why I like the spotlight on math is any child that is doing well in mathematics
must do well in all of that.
Yes, because the child had studied and inculcated the habit and the culture of reading and studying. So I think that should explain the success. Yes, in other. But this is really
and it's not only that. This year, for example, 3 students represent Nigeria in Slovakia at the World Olympiad, of which 78 countries were represented. 2 countries in Africa, including Nigeria. But could you know that all the 3 students are from Ambassadors College?
Wow, that represents Nigeria, not just Ogun State, but Nigeria. Wow.
So that tells you the type of...
wow, the kind of students you raise in here. And I also noticed that your students are well behaved, because I think you have that blend of academics and morals.
You know, what our mission statement says, that we are going to blend moral with academics, and we are going to ensure we have a total child.
That's the total child. So the child is not just good academically, but also fits into the...
That's why even when they go abroad, for example, this year, we had the first set, the result of the first set of our students who went to US. They comported themselves, and 4 of them had first class.
Wow.
2 in electrical engineering, 1 in biological studies for medicine, and the other one in chemistry studies for medicine. And they have gotten admission for their medical processes.
Wow.
One of the 2 students who had first class in electrical engineering is now going to Georgia Tech, full scholarship to do PhD.
Wow.
19-year-old child.
Wow. That's another thing about you. I don't know, you've made your feet also in foreign examinations, especially SAT. Yeah. I see your students have scholarship. Is this still the same principles you engage in getting the math?
Yeah, it's the same principle. And for example, you know, if you do SAT, math is 800, English is 800.
800, yes.
For students of ambassador school, the chances are that you have 800 or 800 in maths.
Because of that keen of attention on math.
And so what you only need is to score some 600 and above in the English, and you are on a scholarship level.
Wow.
Right now, 15 of them got scholarship this year and will be traveling. Some of them have traveled. They are going to universities like Southern Illinois University, Akron University, Howard University. And I tell you that 10 of them got the scholarship that is free for tuition, boarding. All of them got for free.
Wow.
Free tuition, free boarding, free feeding, and free books. But 10 of them are going to have between 1,000 and 1,500 stipends.
Stipends, wow.
You know, each semester.
Wow.
I mean, it couldn't, I'm sure it's only God that will make it greater than that.
That's really lovely. It's an excellent fit.
God has been good. God has been good.
And you've been working as well. Huh? Your students have been working hard.
We've been working, but let me tell you, I don't believe that it's work alone, because other people also are working elsewhere. But I think God has a way of blessing,
crowning the effort,
the effort with success.
Yeah.
We can't take that away.
Yes.
It's our main cause in the real sense of it. Thank you.
Then there's also Tuma.
Yes.
And looking at Tuma, I think that is why Ambassador is really known for mathematics. Daddy, tell me about Tuma.
Tuma is our own way of sewing back to the world. We felt cowbell, open our eyes to mathematics. Okay. How could we help? So we now organize Tuma for primary school students in Lagos and Ogun State.
Tuma is the ultimate
mathematics ambassador.
Wow.
So each year we have first position, the real ambassador, and the other supporters, the runners-up, second and third. Wow. And for 6 years we have run it now. The prices have gone up, 500,000 for first position.
Wow.
And 300,000 for second position, and so on. And students have been qualified. And in fact, we are happy that one of the product of Tuma is with us this year, who is in Cowbell Mathematics Competition. I'm sure he will be one of the winners.
Wow. Mathematics is like the master key here, opening all the doors.
Once a student is good in maths, the chances that you're good in everything. Discipline that make you to know maths, if you apply it to any other subject, you are going to run excellently. I
think that is the key point that you just mentioned now, the discipline. Mathematics comes with a particular discipline to, sit down and read and study. So any child that can master that should be able to, success is replicable rather. And any child that can do that can replicate that particular success in any other
subject.
I noticed that your students, when they leave the ambassadors and gain admission into the higher institution, they also do excellently well. Because, the way people talk and say, okay, probably there is something, the doctor results, but I just wonder, do they follow them to their institutions in Nigeria and abroad?
Yeah, well, one of the things we have for our students going is that they have been exposed to life. If you do WAEC and you do IGCSE, and you do the type of study you do here, and you are exposed to those competitions, I tell you, you are above average.
Yes.
And so the way they learn here, if there is no way, if they continue like that in the university, they excel. Like for example, this year, almost about 30 of our students graduated from Covenant University. Nobody has third class. Nobody has passed. I think only one person has second class lower.
Wow.
15 of them had first class.
Wow.
And the remaining second class upper.
Wow.
4 graduated in the US. All of them were first class.
Wow.
In the other university, that's also the way they graduated and make waves.
How
because
does
the foundation has been good. We are very glad with them.
Because I know that the joy of a father seeing...
No, the fact is that what God told us is fulfilling. So that makes us feel we are doing the right thing. We are not doing the wrong thing.
Yes.
So we are really feeling good about
it. It's been said that the master key for any quality education is the human resource engaged there. So how do you compensate your teachers?
Our teachers, we thank God for them. They are very focused. They are very loyal. And we also ensure that we do our duty to them regularly.
Yes,
we pay our salary as at when due. When teachers also participate, they get something. For example, if you produce an A1 in this school, in mathematics, you get 5,000 per A1 you made.
Per student?
Per student who made A1. If the teacher could make 50, then that's more.
That's 50 times
then
5.
If you get 100% pass in your subject, you get 25,000 straight bonus.
Wow.
Teachers are also, they are well catered for.
And what of training?
Training, we train teachers very well. They go for training here and there, both local. Last year, about 14 of the teachers went for training in Dubai. Wow. And they spend their Christmas there, that kind of a thing.
Lovely.
So we felt that teachers are one of the is the greatest resource you have in a school. And once you cater for the teachers, we have teachers here who have spent 10 years, who have spent 9 years.
Wow.
And I'm sure they are not willing to go yet.
Wow.
Our principal just left after 9 years to start our own school.
Wow.
And we are very proud of all those achievements for them. Yeah.
I really like to hear that because, that is one of the things that teachers complain. Oh, we are not being trained very well. We are not being catered for. But for a school that has this welfare packages for the teachers, I think that is excellent. That is wonderful. How do you overcome challenges, and what are the challenges that you have in here?
Well, in Nigeria, the challenges are peculiar. Lack of enough funds, and the bank with high interest rates.
High interest rates.
And the government levies.
And taxes.
Taxes here and there. And the challenges from parents, most of them, if they lose their job and everything, we pray that the country becomes better.
Better.
Those challenges will go. And then challenges of light, challenges of water.
But I'm told that lights, I'm told you have constant power in here.
Yeah, that was, we overcame that. We partnered with some independent power supply now, which supply power for 24 hours.
Wow.
And if they are not going to supply you for 24 hours, they give you a notice of 10 hours. For more than 6 months now, we've run constantly 24 hours light, yeah.
And that's good, so that the students have light, to read. There is power.
Also for security.
For
light
security
is very,
as
very
well.
important. No blackout here.
Wow, I like that. No blackout here.
No blackout.
Let me talk about your future plans as we round off.
Well, our future plans is to continue to seek the face of God. If God leads you to say do something and you do it, it's always right. So we wait for Him. But also, we are improving on our brand, the ambassador brand.
Okay.
We want to improve on the type of, we know our areas of strength. We also know our areas of weaknesses. We want to continue to get, to move forward in the area of strength and to get better in our weakness areas.
That's lovely.
And we want to excel in sports. We are looking at that now. Then we have brought in a lot of people to minister to the emotional needs of the student and everything. So we want to improve in all those areas, even as we move on higher and higher in academics performances.
That's really lovely. I've had an amazing time at the Ambassadors College. I'm sure you can, from the interviews and the interaction, I've had amazing and lovely time. I want to say a very big thank you to you, Mr. Samson Oshewa. I'm really grateful for the time and the lovely time you've given us on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a wrap on Knowledge Station show for this edition. So we come your way very soon with another beautiful edifice that's been in existence for a decade and more. Thank you for listening to us. Till we'll see you next time. My name is Oluwafemi Mobolaji, and this is Knowledge Station Show.